Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a follow-up to one of my earliest videos on this channel, a guide for beginners, a walkthrough of the interface on the app, Baseball 9. Maybe you just downloaded the game, maybe you've just started playing, but you don't know where to find everything. Now my previous top 10 tips, hints video, and my guide have a ton of good information for gameplay, but today we're going to focus on a deep dive into all of these menus, all of these settings, and where you can find everything. I also have separate videos for a lot of the important things, such as setting your lineup, upgrading your players, conditioning drinks, skipping games, all that stuff. Check out the Baseball 9 tips playlist. A ton of great content in there. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I read all of the comments. I try to respond when I can. But today, we're going to do a refreshed update, 2020, late 2020 version, because there have been some minor tweaks and things added into the game since my first video. So if you like this guide, be sure to like the video, get subscribed to the channel, and if you have any other questions, also join the community Discord. We have a lot of people in there talking about the game, talking about anything else really, and would love to help you out. So we get started. When you get into the game, this is the screen that you first see. You'll see your lineup. This will be made up of all your players, and they will most likely not be upgraded at all. So they'll appear to be like a light grayish or bronze if you've just recruited them. But to go through first, the bottom tabs, team tab, this takes you to your team management. So you can name your team here by clicking on that icon, team name. You can see all of your stats for your team throughout the history. And if you want to reset, you can reset the team stats. You can see here my win percentage, my average, all my hitting stats, league championships, levels, all of that stuff. Emblem, you can change your team emblem and you get these points from rewards from playing games or doing missions. A bunch to choose from, whatever you think is cool. Uniform, a bunch of cool uniforms in here actually. I've been rocking these Hawaiian shirts for a while now, but they have some classic pinstripes. A lot of the more classic uniforms you'll see here, but also uniform points that you can get. And yeah, you can change the color scheme, change the cap initials, the letters on the cap, all that good stuff to customize your team. And the stadium tab, you can buy your stadiums. First one's coins, other ones are diamonds, which you have to purchase with real money. You can get some for free. I have a guide on that, but I've just stuck with the play stadium. It also gives you the stats, how high are the fences, how deep is center field, left field, right field, all that good stuff. So, team management tab. And I want to emphasize today that this question mark is going to be your best friend, because this gives you a detailed description of everything within these menus. You will see this button in most of these menus, and if you have any questions, just go there. You don't know what something means, go there, it'll let you know. So here we see that tells you team info, emblems, uniform, stadium, exactly what it is, what you can do. And I believe, one applies to all of them. Next tab up, we're moving over to the lineup tab. This is where you can set your lineup. You see your players here. If you have a new player you want to put in, tap him here, tap him there, substitute, they'll get taken out. If you've just recruited a player, they will appear on your lineup and you have to put them from your bench onto your active roster. And this is separate from your batting order. Same thing for pitchers. You get 5 starters and 5 relievers and 1 closer, I do believe. Primary, setup, what are these? What does primary mean? What does setup mean? I have a video going over that, but once again, tap the question mark, extreme detailed, it'll tell you. A lineup is all of this, the pitcher lineup, right? Pitcher roles. So it'll tell you what the relievers are, the primary reliever, the setup man, the mop-up man, the swing man. And a lot of this applies to when you're simulating games, so when you're not playing this manually, or when the computer decides to substitute pitchers for you, they are going to use these metrics. So, for example, your mop-up reliever is when the team trails by a big margin, it's going to put that person in. Your primary reliever, you probably want that to be your best primary reliever, whoever you have. Pitcher health, it tells you exactly what that is. Every pitcher has a health. When your health goes down, you start to lose control, you start to lose velocity. They can rest them up, use conditioning drinks, pitch type, all the different pitch types in the game, batting order again. Batting order, you can set this, move them around, just click on the guy and click someone else, and you can switch them out. All players, just once again going over your roster and also going over, you know, all their stats too, so you can take a look and compare. Really useful tool. Once again, these help icons will save you a lot of time. Upgrade tab. This is where you upgrade your players. Once again, I have a more detailed guide. Refer to those, but tier, right? Use badges, coins, upgrade their tiers. Attributes, when you level up, you get attributes points to use up. Max level. You see my guy's at 50, so I have to upgrade max level to 60. And I didn't upgrade this, or let's pretend he's at 55. The max level is 55. If I don't upgrade it to 60, then he's not going to earn any experience because he's capped. You see all their stats there on the left. Skill badges, level 1 free, things you can, you know, add different attributes. You don't know what a skill badge is? Tap the question mark. It tells you skills, pitching skills, pitch types, once again, a breakdown. And here it goes over all the attributes line by line. What exactly speed does, what exactly fielding does, batter's eye. Right, ability to get walks, at the pitch, attributes, ability points. What are ability points? Level up. What do you need to do to level up? Max level. It says here the max player level is 130. It's best to raise the max level in advance. Good advice. Tiers. This is the bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Skill, accessories, and multi-position is a more advanced thing. If you're just starting out, don't worry too much about this. And to get to your pitchers, just click on this wheel here. It'll take you to your starting pitchers. Same thing, upgrading your players from here. Next tab, the customize tab. So these are things that you can change around with your players. Lots of things you can upgrade. This is how you rename them, change their numbers, change their batting stances, their batting hand, left, right. If you want them to be a switch hitter, face. Coins are free. Gems you have to pay for. Lots of different stuff. Their hitting motions. And on the pitching side, face, body motion. Their pitch type, you can actually buy more pitches for them. They will get one free pitch every time they level up from bronze to silver, silver to gold, gold, diamond, diamond, platinum, so on and so forth. But you can also buy pitches if you want them to have more. Pitching motion, pretty cool, right? Really customize your players. A bunch of different motions for you to choose from. Next up is going to be the gear tab. So this is similar to accessories, but gear is cosmetic only. So these things only make you look cooler, right? You got a bunch of things you can do to change out your player's outfit. It doesn't affect their stats. So it doesn't matter what gear you're wearing, gloves, bats, whatever it is. You see here, it's not going to make them play any different. It looks cool, though. That's actually pretty cool to have them throw a basketball. Different ball types for your pitchers to throw. Different gloves, different cleats, glasses. Bunch of cool stuff. If you're just starting out, don't worry about it. Save up your gems and coins for something else. Accessories, a little bit more interesting now. These things will actually affect your stats. So the package, you can buy a package for real money. Would not suggest you do this. $10 on just an upgrade for a player. That's not worth it. But you can pay for some of these smaller individual ones. So you see here, if I want to get this, it's going to give me +1 power, +1 fielding. This one gives me +2 power. So actual stats, 600 gems or +5 power. That's ridiculously priced. I would never in a million years spend that much on just one piece of accessory for one player. These are player specific, and you can read more about them in the tabs there. So if you buy this necklace for Mike Trout, it's just for him only. So if you want to give all your players this necklace, it's going to be 600 gems every single time. And same on the pitcher side. Necklace, band, earrings, but these affect different stats. This plus health thing is actually kind of useful, but I wouldn't pay, once again, 600 gems for that. That's just way too much. Shop, this is where you can buy items with real money and with coins. So package, obviously, with real money. Once again, that's $35. Go out and buy yourself like an Xbox game or something. Don't waste it on this if you don't Don't absolutely have to. Gems, this is the in-game currency. Once again, ridiculously expensive. We saw those 600 gems for like a bracelet. That's like $7 for an upgrade on one player. Coins, you can buy these with gems. Items, bunch of different items you buy with gems. Recruit tickets, probably more important when you first start out. Moving on to badges. Sometimes you might need to get some conditioning drinks, but 150 for 50 drinks is actually a really good deal. You will use conditioning drinks pretty often. You actually earn them pretty easily just by playing the game. But if you ever need a top off, 150 gems is not too much. Max stamina, you can increase your max stamina by 4, and you can only do this 3 times. So for example, if you like to sim your games, use up 2 stamina to skip a game, you go to sleep, you come back right here, it's only going to go up to 12. But if you get max stamina, right, let's say I get all 3 of those, so that's 12 more, I'm going to have 20. So when I come back, I can sim 10 games instead of 6 games. That's all it is for that. Star, 2,000 gems, like what? These things are just way overpriced. I don't know how they make money off of this, but I guess some people get them anyways. Exchange. This tab is new. This wasn't in here the last time I did this video, but they've kind of helped us out here. So if you have a ton of extra resources, you can trade them in. So for example, recruit tickets. If I already have a fully recruited team, I can trade in 5 recruit tickets for some gems. If I have extra badges, I can do that. Extra emblems, extra uniform tokens, I can trade those in for conditioning drinks. So it's pretty cool that they've given us a way, you know, for example, if you've been playing for years and years and you just have a ton of items left over, pretty good deal. And once again, this shop will just go over in depth exactly what all these items do for you and gives you kind of a description of all the stuff. Moving on to League. Now this is where you're going to go to play most of your games. You'll see a standings list. You can see the other teams. If you click on them, you can see their overalls. You can see their players. You can kind of do some scouting. Look at what you're up against. See all the teams. And once, you know, the season's progressed, you'll see this change a little bit. Once again, click on this. It'll show you all these things. Stats, explain some of these more advanced stats of what they mean if you're not super into baseball stats or anything. League stage, we'll tell you about the leagues. 6 leagues, 3 divisions. Each league has 8 teams. Half of them get into the playoffs. Entering the Pro League will allow you to choose lower divisions of play. Stats. This is where you can see all your player stats. You might want to use these stats to figure out your lineup. Maybe you want somebody with a very good on-base percentage going first, speed, so on and so forth. And if you change this, you can change to get into some of these other stats, getting into some of these, you know, more advanced metrics, wins above replacement, OBS, slugging percentage, all that good stuff. I do really like how they put all that stuff in there. And this will go between your batters, your pitchers, and your team overall stats. And if you just want to go and look at your players, you can click that button. This will give you stats for all players in your league. Schedule just shows you entire schedule for your season. Not really important, but if you want to see who you're playing next, you can go ahead and do that. League stage. Here you see the progression. You start out in rookie, you go to pro, master, champion, legend, world. Each league has 3 stages. So Legend 3-2-1, 1 being the highest. World 3-2-1, same for all of them. If you ever need to reset your league, go back for whatever reason. Maybe your current league is too hard. Maybe you want to go back, farm it up again, meaning win the league pretty easily. Get all those game rewards, get the rewards for winning the season, for winning the playoffs, to upgrade your players and to be able to compete. You can go ahead and do that there. I'm not going to do it on stream, but there's a button for you. Don't do it on accident though, because if you are in the middle of a league and you reset it, you will go back to 0. So be very careful with that. So that's going through all of the bottom menus, and now we're going to go over some of these side tabs. Free gems, a great place to be at. Free gems, free stamina. So on the weekends, when I'm recording these wait times are cut in half. So normally I think you have to wait 4 hours to watch a short 30-second video, get 10 gems, I think, or it might be 5. and 2 hours to get stamina. But on the weekends, it's cut in half. So take advantage of this. If you do these every day when they come up, it does add up, and you can get a significant amount of gems throughout your time. More gems here. Great place to earn a ton of gems if you have the time and resources. Not available in every region. But all these offers, all these deals, they have a partner with Tapjoy. So if you download this game, reach level 9, they will give you 4,819 gems in your Baseball 9 account for free, unless there are purchase requirements. So be sure to read these requirements carefully to be sure you know exactly what you're doing. You can filter them by type and discovery or action. Usually I avoid like surveys or anything that requires you to fill it out. Those are kind of unreliable. These game ones usually work. Free trials, be careful, right? Be sure you're not getting scammed. You're not giving people money for nothing. But generally, they're pretty reliable. But do your own research. Reward status, you'll see any offers you've opened, offers that you've been rewarded, and things that have expired. And if you do need any help, this is where you can tap it in, contact support. You can also go to here, FAQ. It'll take you to Tapjoy support. So if you have any issues, contact them directly. Missions. Great way, daily missions. Do all these, get all these rewards. You can do these once a day. They will reset at the end of every day. Great way to just play every day, get these rewards. Achievements, these are once per account, once in a lifetime things. You get these, it's a one-time deal. So recruit 25 players, get this nice diamond badge, right? All these, I've done these in the past. Win 5 games in a row, Grand Slam. So pretty cool. You can get a ton of good rewards here as well. And this will tell you more about them. So those were those 3 tabs. Recruit. Recruit's going to be important when you're just starting out. You're going to want to use recruit tickets to recruit players because the default players that you get cannot be upgraded. So they are in recruit tier, 1 tier worse than bronze. When you recruit a player, they show up, they're bronze by default. Starting pitchers, relievers, closers, pretty much pitchers are going to be 5 recruit tickets, and non-pitchers are going to be 7. And if at any time your roster does hit that max, you can also release some players here. And if you want more info, hit that button and it will tell you more info. Going over to the settings now here, you can background music on, off, SFX, like the effects, right? If you like hit the ball, the sound effect of the ball hitting the bat, crowd cheering, you can turn that on and off. And now they have new announcer voices that you can choose from. Pretty cool. Practice modes. Pitching practice puts you into a practice mode where you can throw pitches, practice that. Batting mode, pitches, pretty much like batting practice. So if you want to get better there, go ahead and try that. Speed, you can choose between that. Spectators off. During the pandemic, I'd advise you keep them off so no one's getting coronavirus in your games. And user, here you can link your accounts with various third-party accounts. So if you get a new device, you can log in on that device and get your game data. If you have any questions, you can contact support here in this tab. And miscellaneous, you can change, I guess, the language of the game. You can change when you receive those push notifications. So quick walkthrough of the settings. But pretty lengthy video, but once again, a beginner's guide, updated beginner's guide for you guys just starting out, trying to figure out where to find everything. As I mentioned, use that question mark tab. It will give you a lot of answers, a lot of great detail. I like how that's built in, but second best resource, check out my tips and tricks videos on YouTube. That's all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If there's anything else you want me to go over, would be happy to do it. But for now, thanks for watching. Peace.